Welcome back to the shadows. Today's tale takes you into the depths of the unknown, where a simple mystery box order from the dark web turns into a horrifying nightmare that breaks the line between reality and madness. If you love dark thrillers and true internet horrors, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay till the end, because not all boxes are meant to be opened. Package. It began on a rainy November night in the outskirts of Manchester, where 19-year-old Daniel Wexler, a quiet, socially anxious college dropout, sat alone in his damp apartment, watching conspiracy videos on YouTube when he stumbled upon a viral trend, dark web mystery boxes, and after hours of browsing through Reddit threads and reaction videos filled with screams and shock, Daniel found a small, encrypted marketplace deep in the TOR network, a place simply called Nyx, named after the Greek goddess of darkness. It had no search bar, no categories, just a rotating carousel of unnamed boxes, prices in Monero, and a single line. You don't choose the box. The box chooses you. Daniel, skeptical yet intrigued, purchased one of the mid-tier boxes priced at 0.4 XMR, convincing himself it was all a stupid online gimmick, maybe full of fake blood or old dolls, but part of him, the part that never slept peacefully, whispered that he wanted something real, something terrifying enough to make him feel again. 12 days later, a plain, unmarked cardboard package arrived on his doorstep, completely sealed with black wax instead of tape, no sender, no label, just a small, blood-red stamp of an eye with a line through it. Unnerved but excited, Daniel began unboxing it on camera, using his old Canon to film it for a YouTube channel he'd abandoned months ago, hoping maybe this would be the thing to revive it. But what he found inside was not shock value. It was slow, psychological decay. First, a child's stuffed rabbit soaked in something sticky and dark, its eyes replaced with human molars. Then a Polaroid photograph of a boy standing in what looked like Daniel's street, but from 30 years ago with "You live here now" written on the back. Next came an old cassette tape labeled "Listen Alone," which played a grainy recording of heavy breathing, scratching, and a voice whispering his name, his real name, one he hadn't used online, Daniel Christopher Wexler, over and over until it ended with a piercing scream and what sounded like his apartment door creaking open. Horrified, he turned around, but nothing was there. Yet he swore, for a moment, he saw the shape of someone sitting in the dark corner of the room. The final item was a crumpled note that simply read, "This box is only the beginning. The rest is already inside." And that was when everything changed. Over the next few days, Daniel's world slowly unraveled. His electronics malfunctioned, lights flickered at 3:07 a.m. every night, and his dreams were filled with symbols he later found carved into the bottom of the mystery box. Ancient runes matching an obscure dead language linked to a cult known as the Hollow Eye, rumored to perform spiritual digital sacrifices through objects sent via the dark web. Worse, Daniel's body began changing. Strange bruises appeared on his chest, and he'd often wake up with dirt under his fingernails and muddy footprints leading from the front door to his bed, even though he never left. His camera, which he thought had malfunctioned during filming, turned back on by itself one night and auto-uploaded the unboxing video to his channel, where it gained over 200,000 views in 2 days, but the comments were all the same. You shouldn't have opened it. One anonymous commenter named AP0NX even timestamped a moment where something moved behind Daniel just before the rabbit fell over on its own, followed by frame-by-frame screenshots of what looked like a pale face with sewn eyes hiding behind the couch. Panic consumed him as he tried to burn the items, but the rabbit didn't catch fire. It only hissed, releasing a foul, meaty stench that made him vomit for hours, and the Polaroid photo reappeared the next day in his fridge, soaked in milk with a new note. "Return what isn't yours." Daniel contacted the police, but the moment he mentioned dark web, they lost interest, dismissing him as unstable. His own mother, when she visited, said she felt wrong in the apartment and refused to enter the kitchen, claiming the walls were breathing. Finally, one night, Daniel set up a full surveillance rig, covering every corner of the apartment, determined to catch whatever was happening. But all cameras went black at 3:07 a.m., and when the feed resumed at 3:16, he was gone. No sign of forced entry, no blood, No struggle, just the camera slowly tilting down to show the mystery box on the floor again, perfectly resealed with the ice stamp, as if waiting for the next address. The video has since been deleted by YouTube for violating community guidelines, but mirrors exist on darknet forums, where it's known as the box beneath footage, and some say watching it gives viewers hallucinations, nosebleeds, and vivid dreams of being trapped inside boxes with things scratching at the walls. One viewer even vanished in real life, and his apartment was found with the same box, same items, and a new note. You were warned. Nobody knows who sends these boxes or what selecting a buyer really means, but some believe it's an initiation into a cult that exists between data and darkness, physical and digital, where souls are traded through objects. And opening the box marks your spirit as a vessel for something far older than the internet. Now, new mystery box unboxings appear every month, so me fake, some real. But if you ever receive one with a wax seal and a blind eye logo, do not open it, because the story isn't over, it's just waiting to continue through you. That was the story of Daniel and the cursed dark web mystery box. What would you do if one appeared on your doorstep? Would you open it for curiosity, or leave it sealed forever? Let us know in the comments. And if you're brave enough to hear more tales like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay close, because in the dark corners of the web, sometimes the box doesn't arrive by mistake. Sometimes it's sent just for you.